Ahoy mateys, welcome to my channel again today, January 2nd, 2026. I tell you, God just keeps dropping all these nuggets into my lap to make my case. Developmentally disabled adults in the United States of America are not safe in my opinion. And I'm going to start this video out by saying all of this is allegedly. I'm going to be reading from a news article that I found after I went on Facebook, after I just made my other video I uploaded today. And so I did some investigating. I've been investigating all morning. It is now 7:55 a.m. and we have a trip planned to the to go see the King Tides. So I want to get this done now, not when we get home. So here we go. So I was on Facebook. Any case, I started doing some investigating and come to find out that this guy named Abukar, Dahir, Osman. Exclusive ethics questions surround Somalia's UN envoy as U.S. healthcare fraud scandals heighten scrutiny. Public corporate filings and professional records have raised questions about transparency of Abukar, Dahir, Osman. Fraud allegations close in on Somalia's top diplomats. So it's him and somebody else. I haven't even researched the other guy. Allegations, and like I say, these are all strictly allegations. I'm strictly reading an article after finding out through the summer that day groups and day activity groups and group homes for developmentally disabled adults can take their clients to strip clubs as a group activity, inviting half the town. I do not approve. All of this stuff is connected. I just know it. Allegations mount against Somalia's foreign minister and UN envoy as U.S. Congress probes massive Minnesota fraud. Serious and escalating allegations are now circling the very top of Somalia's diplomatic establishment, colliding directly with the widening United States Congressional investigation into what lawmakers describe as billions of dollars in fraud and misuse of federal funds in Minnesota. Credible sources allege that Somalia's foreign minister, Abdisalam Abdi Ali, and Somalia's ambassador to the United Nations, Abukar Dahir Osman, while holding senior government posts, were linked to an entity known as Progressive Healthcare Services, Inc., registered in Minneapolis, according to investigators and independent reporting. The entity appears to have been non-operational, raising red flags about misrepresentation, conflict of interest, and potential violations of U.S. law. So here's somebody that actually worked in the old Medicaid, Medicare for the government. He was a supervisor at the adult Medicaid unit. Isn't that ironic? Okay, back to our story. Both men are reportedly naturalized U.S. citizens, placing any alleged financial misconduct squarely within U.S. jurisdiction. Even more troubling, emerging information suggests that Ambassador Osman may have obtained asylum through false claims, including alleged misrepresentation of identity and persecution history. If substantiated, such actions would carry serious legal consequences under U.S. immigration and federal fraud statutes. Statutes? I don't know, whatever. These allegations now intersect with a rapidly expanding House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform investigation announced by Chairman Representative James Comer, Representative Kentucky. Congress moves in. The committee will hold a hearing on January 7th, and I'll be watching, titled Oversight, Fraud, and Misuse of Federal Funds in Minnesota, Part 1. Witnesses will include Minnesota state lawmakers who have raised alarms about systemic abuse of social service programs. Comer has also formally invited Governor Tim Walz and Attorney General Keith Ellison to testify on February 10th, signaling the investigation is moving up the chain of accountability. I tell ya, my entertainment for the year is already lined out on day 2 of 2026, and I could not be more happy. The stress all these people have put me through, get a little stress of their own. This is not an isolated misconduct, Comer said in a statement. This is a massive failure involving taxpayer dollars, and Americans deserve answers. According to the committee, the probe builds on extensive money laundering and fraud cases already uncovered by the U.S. Attorney for the District of Minnesota, including the dismantling of schemes totaling billions of dollars. The Oversight Committee has requested internal state communications, financial records, suspicious activity reports from U.S. Treasury, transcribed interviews with state officials. The Department of Justice, under Attorney General Pam Bondi, has confirmed that investigations have been going on for months, resulting in dozens of convictions and intensified enforcement across multiple agencies. And one of those is my case of strip clubs for special needs in Oregon, state approved. If senior Somali officials are found to have engaged in fraud or misrepresentation while simultaneously representing Somalia internationally, it would raise profound questions about credibility, governance, and the integrity of Somalia's diplomatic corps. The time is especially sensitive. Somalia is actively lobbying against Somaliland's growing international recognition, while its own senior representatives now face scrutiny in Washington over alleged abuse of the U.S. taxpayer-funded systems. The Trump administration has already responded by freezing certain federal child care payments to Minnesota, citing weak oversight and rampant abuse. Officials say the move is part of a broader crackdown on fraud exploiting humanitarian and social programs. A test of accountability. This investigation marks a defining moment. Whether individuals with access to power, domestic or foreign, can be held accountable when federal systems are exploited. As one congressional aide put it privately, this isn't about politics anymore. It's about whether the rule of law applies equally, no matter how high someone climbs. For now, the allegations remain under investigation, but the convergence of congressional scrutiny, DOJ action, and mounting evidence suggests that this case is far from fading, just like my voice, my pirate voice. If proven, the fallout will not be limited to Minnesota. It will reach the United Nations, Somalia's foreign ministry, and Washington's broader reassessment of whom it trusts as partners. Isn't that interesting? Because I was just telling the ombudsman and the police and the ODHS that I did not think the developmentally disabled adults in Oregon are safe, with them giving a green light to have them going to strip clubs with their paid care providers. What a night of an enjoyment that is. Oh, and that's not enough. They invited half the town to go with them. Does anybody want to go? Come with us. See, our top officials in our government are allowed to have trust issues, but I'm not as a mother of a developmentally disabled son that I've cared for his whole life. I'm not supposed to have any opinion on what I feel is a trusting relationship. Thank you for watching my video. Get your popcorn ready. It's going to be an exciting year. This is our country. And they're robbing everybody blind, and they're stealing from the most vulnerable people that can be stolen from: elderly, children, and developmentally disabled. And I intend to put a stop for it. Thanks for watching my video. It's going to be an interesting year ahead of us. Ahoy, matey. Sails away.